Police walked down a jet bridge to a plane that was en route from Los Angeles to Dallas, but has been diverted due to a problematic passenger. And once the cabin door is opened, the officers begin their investigation. A few of them remain outside and speak to an airline worker.
22 Charlie, I've got an individual that started leaning into a passenger, a female passenger, male leaning into a female, started playing footsies with her, started trying to ask her out on dates, and made her feel really uncomfortable.
A story that is backed up when another officer interviews the victim at the rear of the plane.
I was sleeping, and then he starts going into my seat and playing footsies and trying to grab my sweater, grab my legs, just touch me in weird, saying, trying to ask me out, asking me if I'm going to a hotel by myself tonight, and then he just kind of wouldn't stop, so I asked the attendant to move me.
The flight attendant granted her request and moved her to the back of the aircraft, away from the man. But according to court records, the man spotted the woman in her new seat and approached her, which resulted in a heated back and forth with the flight crew, the flight's diversion, and now
he's in row 22 on that side as you're walking toward the back.
The passenger's physical removal from the plane.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
My understanding is we have a small disturbance that happened on the plane. In order to keep everybody safe and everything calm, I'm gonna ask that you come with us off the plane real quick so we can talk.
That's fine.
Okay, go and leave your bags there for now. Let's just go and we'll get them. I have them get them for you, okay?
There's no problems, though, also. There's absolutely no problem.
I understand.
Well, we can talk about it outside.
Okay.
It'd be better
The plane has already landed.
It had already been a problem.
Okay.
Nobody said it was a problem, but we'd like you to come with us.
And while the man calmly complies with the officer's request, that changes when he learns the full extent of the situation.
I have to get back on that plane. I have to go to where I'm going.
Okay. So, unfortunately, the captain of the plane has asked us to remove you from the plane. That's why you've been removed. Okay. You won't be able to get back on. So where are you heading to? You're trying to get back on the plane. Where are you trying to head to?
I want to go to my spot, man. I want to go to where I'm supposed to go and get the off the plane, have everybody get the home. That's it, man.
Okay. Where is that spot? Where is your spot? Where are you trying to go?
Dallas love field. I don't want to have to get off the plane and do all this. They're with me, man. They're with me. They're with me. Why do I have to get off the plane and minds off? What is that? Relax, man. Okay? Relax. It's coming now. Man, they with me. Afterwards, I yelled at him back and I shut the up and I sat there. I was waiting to get off the plane. That's it. I don't want to talk to no one. I just want to get to my spot, man. That's it.
But missing his flight,
I won't say a single word. You can tie me to the chair.
Okay, just doing this on a plane won't happen. Okay, you can't let it happen.
is the least of his concerns.
Arrest me, man. Arrest me. Are you serious? For what, man? For what, man?
The 29-year-old is arrested and charged with interfering with flight crew and simple assault. According to court records, he eventually pleads guilty to 1 count of misdemeanor assault, is put on 5 years probation, and must go to substance abuse treatment.
To get irate at what you're doing on a plane, okay, is a federal crime.
Hopefully, a lesson learned. Acting in a manner that makes the flight crew and other passengers uncomfortable
Yeah, just emotional. Okay. You're safe now.
is a surefire way
In order to keep everybody safe and everything calm, I'm gonna ask that you come with us off the plane real quick so we can talk.
to bring an end to your travel plans.
I don't want to have to get off the plane and do all this. They're with me, man. They're with me.
At a Tennessee restaurant, a family and some friends are eating dinner at a table by the window, when suddenly a buck appears on the sidewalk. leaps through the window and forces the family to scramble for cover. The deer then continues behind the bar until a quick-thinking customer opens up the side door, allowing it to make its escape, ending the chaos nearly as quickly as it began. According to media reports, the 13-year-old girl seated at the edge of the table receives 11 stitches to treat a gash on her shoulder, which is believed to have been caused by the buck's rear hoof rather than the glass. But she reportedly remained in good spirits. And though their table may not have been the best in the house on this night, on the plus side, it definitely wasn't the worst. In North Carolina, it's business as usual at an animal clinic. As an employee and the office manager work behind the counter, and a few dogs rest throughout, when suddenly, from outside in the parking lot, a car comes crashing through the building, directly into the office manager by the window. The office manager frees herself almost immediately. And as other staff and customers rush to the scene, some of whom check on the driver, there is another pressing concern.
Are the dogs okay?
Who's in there?
While the driver seems to be okay, the status of the dogs who are behind the counter, Addie, Julius, and Cleopatra among them, is still unknown. So while the office manager calls authorities, other staff members jump into action. Adding to the urgency. A small fire appears to have started among the debris, prompting another staff member to leap in and begin to douse the fire with the extinguisher. Incredibly, the staff is able to rescue all of the dogs who were buried in the wreckage, two of whom, according to the owner, were trapped under the car that came crashing through, and none of them are seriously injured. According to media reports, the driver, who was also not seriously injured, hit the gas instead of the brakes, sending their car careening into the building. The clinic later posts an update on their site, saying, "We're all safe after the accident today. Our staff ran towards the emergency to rescue all the dogs up front. And we couldn't be prouder." Odds are, the customers who patronize the clinic feel the exact same way. In Colorado, a doorbell camera records as delivery drivers arrive at a woman's home. While one worker delivers a package, her colleague hangs back by the van and meets the homeowner's cat, Pyro.
My friend lost a cat that looks exactly like this. He looks pretty young, too. He lost
The worker then goes back into the van and appears moments later holding what seems to be his phone and encounters the cat again. About 6 minutes later, the worker appears to be speaking with someone on the phone and again interacts with the cat. Then, 2 minutes later, he picks up the cat and heads into the van. About 2 minutes later, the delivery van can be seen leaving. And though it's unclear if the cat is still inside, what is clear is that the homeowner notices that the cat goes missing shortly after, which is what compels her to review her doorbell camera footage and see what transpired with the delivery worker. The homeowner then claims to contact the delivery company, who she says tells her via email that they are collaborating with the local delivery station to ensure the situation is fully investigated and offer her a $200 gift card to help pay for missing flyers.
My friend lost a cat that looks exactly like this.
But during a follow-up, according to the homeowner, the company tells her they are unable to ID the driver. According to media reports, however, the company later says the driver admitted taking the cat, thinking it was his roommate's, and when realizing his mistake, dropped it off near its home. And sure enough, a few days later, Pyro returns. And though his owner claims he appears slightly worse for wear, after a trip to the vet, which the owner would like the company to pay for, he appears to be on the mend. In a statement to media, the delivery company says they are happy Pyro has made it back home.
My friend lost a cat that looks exactly like this.
And apologizes for the unfortunate misunderstanding. They also claim to be working with the cat's owner to offer any additional support needed. At a restaurant in Florida, police respond to the manager's request to remove this customer from the premises after she argued with the staff about the service and refused the manager's repeated pleas to leave.
Hi, how are you? Okay, the manager of this establishment has asked you to leave the business. Now you need to turn and walk out the door.
The manager of this business is an idiot.
And though it's not exactly clear what she's looking for, she's not budging.
Come on, you don't want to go to jail. Walk out.
Go ahead.
Come on, walk.
Go ahead.
Go.
Go ahead.
Trespass my man. Come on, just turn around and walk out.
That's too.
I know.
Are you
Go ahead and walk
kidding
out. Come on.
Get out of here.
And after displaying a good amount of patience,
Come on, start walking.
the officer has had enough.
You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Hands behind your back.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
Go ahead.
The woman's calls to her friend go unheeded.
You're under arrest for trespassing.
Hands
I don't do
off me.
requests.
But her arrest does little to stop her from antagonizing the officers.
I'm walking you to the car
No,
over here
when?
because you're going to go
You
to
think
jail.
you're a man because you're twisting my arm? A woman?
Come on, come on.
Doreen, come here!
Come on.
Doreen, look at this twisting my arm!
Moments later,
She's being arrested. You have to stay over here with me.
Okay, why?
her friend
Hey guys, come on.
Ma'am, you gotta stay here. Ma'am. Ma'am.
Hey, no, don't tell me what to do.
I'm telling you over here.
finally comes to her aid,
I'm on public property.
No, you're not. You're on private property.
and along with some other bystanders, attempts to get the officers to let her go.
If she would have turned and left the business, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, but officer, you don't arrest people for that. Come on. We got
called trespassing. Yes, we
we
do.
got murders, rapists, and robbers.
Okay,
coming
that's
over
not.
to
I'm here
Southern
for
Florida.
this
You're
issue
worried
right
about
now.
her?
Okay.
we're living in a communist country.
We're in
Obviously.
it's called communism. Right here, right now, this is what we got.
Can you let her know she didn't understand what was going on?
She understood. She was given multiple warnings and told to leave.
Despite her friend's lobbying,
Come on, guys. I mean,
the officers continue with the arrest.
Wow, this will go in the history book, okay? This is what I get for complaining about bad service.
That's not what happened.
That's
You were
exactly,
told to leave.
that's exactly what happened.
Yes, but
And I am going to just see this all the way through. I am so glad. Tell my church to come. Tell them to come here. Tell Lily to bring everybody. Tell her.
Carol.
Tell Doreen to tell
Carol.
them to bring everybody from church.
And with that final plea,
Watch your head.
she enters the cruiser. According to police reports, she is charged with trespassing after warning and obstructing an officer without violence.
You're not gonna push me. You're not gonna prod me. You're not gonna twist my arm.
But according to court documents, she pleads not guilty, and the charges are later dropped. Regardless, a great reminder that if you have a problem with a restaurant, it's okay to speak up.
This is what I get for complaining about bad service.
As long as you do it with respect.
That's too.
And of course,
Are you
Go ahead and walk
kidding me?
out. Come on.
leave if they ask you to.
Yours up.
I'm going to
You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Hands behind your back.
Be extremely careful with your gas pedal. This customer leans out of his car to pay for an automatic car wash. Then, according to media reports, he accidentally steps on the gas and plows straight into the car wash, where his car hits a barrier and rolls over on its side. According to reports, the customer is stuck inside the car for 90 minutes until rescue crews are finally able to free him by cutting off the car's roof. The 77-year-old man is taken to a local hospital where he is treated for injuries to his leg, but is otherwise okay. The same cannot be said for his car. So remember, whether self-service or automated, all car washes work best when the car is fully closed and the driving is kept to a minimum.
Come down. No, I'm not coming down. You got mice running around here. You talk about me come down. What the No. Please come down.
This customer is standing on a chair because of this unwelcome guest, who apparently
No.
doesn't scare easily.
Ni se espanta el hijo de puta.
Hello. I'm doing my best. I will be there as soon as I can.
Fortunately, another customer's thrown bottle cap follows shortly after by a quick sweep of a worker's broom.
What the
Takes care of the issue for the moment, which presumably allows the frightened customer to get on with her day. Here's hoping the two never meet again.
No, I'm not coming down. You got mice running around here.
And the mouse finds a new hangout
What the
for its own sake.
Hey, you riding that bike out there? Where'd you get it? Stolen from my house. Daddy stole from my house 2 weeks ago. I'm calling the police right now, brother. Calling the police right now.
At a pawn shop in Maine, a confrontation over an allegedly stolen bike that was not purchased at the pawn shop
I'm calling the police right now, brother.
is about to become a little complicated.
You want to give it back? You want me to call the police? Which one?
Dude, I paid $10 for it.
Well, who'd you pay $10 for? I'm calling the police. Let's move out of here so we don't bother the store people. Because I'm calling the police. Pick or choose.
Take the dude, I paid $10.
You're damn right I'm taking it. You gotta watch out for your friends, man, because you're gonna get you in trouble.
I literally paid $10 just to get back and forth to work.
I don't. Can I take? Sorry, dude. Can I take down your number then? I don't want to cause you not to get to work. My bike got stolen.
Apparently, the fact that the young man claims he unknowingly bought the allegedly stolen bike from someone to get to work
So I'm willing to take down your number, Bob, so you can get to work, but I need my bike back.
softens the accuser's approach.
So I don't want to take it right now if you really are using it for work, but...
How's that gonna get me to work, though?
I'm not gonna take it now, but I want your number so I can get eventually when we can arrange a bike for you.
Right.
I know, but I'm saying I'll let you, since I know it's for work, I'm willing to let you continue to borrow it as long as we keep in touch, and then we'll find you a bike. Because I have a bike at home I'm working on, so once I get that one going, then I'll be fine to let you have it. And we'll exchange numbers right now, and I'm fine, dude. I didn't mean to come in yelling at you, but it just pissed me off, having
Not only is the bike's owner now willing to let the young man keep it temporarily,
I appreciate it. My name's Mike, man. I need to come in and rip it on you all crazy. So my number is,
once he finishes building another bike, he claims he'll give that one to the young man to keep.
I built that out of the ground. Ride pretty good though, huh?
The young man then leaves the store, presumably to ride the bike to work, followed by the extremely kind-hearted owner of the bike in question. After, of course, an apology to the pawn shop workers.
I'm sorry to come yelling into you guys' store, by the way, man.
Leaving them with a great example of how not every customer confrontation that starts badly.
Hey, you riding that bike out there? Where'd you get it? Stolen from my house. Daddy stole from my house 2 weeks ago. I'm calling the police right now, brother.
Has to end that way.
Since I know it's for work, I'm willing to let you continue to borrow it as long as we keep in touch, and then we'll find you a bike.
So you are gonna refuse to take my order because my child was screaming?
Yes, I have the right to do that. You're more than welcome to come inside, or you can place an order online and we'll make it for you.
And what is really, like, you're gonna not take my order?
Yes, ma'am, that is what I'm saying.
Okay.
A drive-thru customer's allegedly loud child appears to have derailed her order.
All right, well, I do have this on video, and I will be emailing corporate because that's just, like, completely rude. I cannot come inside because my daughter does not have shoes on. Do you understand that?
No, I understand, but you're also more than welcome to order through online as well.
So you want me to take an extra 20 minutes and order online? That's not convenient to me. It's your job to take orders and stuff, and this is ridiculous. So I'd like you to take my order, please.
Okay, I will be happy to take your order as long as your daughter doesn't scream, all right?
I think that's a pretty good decision on your part.
Okay, I don't need this attitude.
Unfortunately, the customer apparently
I think that's a pretty good decision on your part.
pushes it too far.
Okay, I don't need this attitude.
And according to her, leaves without placing an order. But she claims to later get in contact with the restaurant's manager, who invites her to return with her family for a free meal.
So you are gonna refuse to take my order because my child was screaming?
Yes, I have the right to do that.
And informs her that additional training will be put in place.
It's your job to take orders and stuff, and this is ridiculous.